Hey, what's up guys, Kira here and welcome to a very special and awaited video. Today we have a showcase of The Hunted. Finally I got my hands on the game and I got permission to actually record and showcase it to you guys because the game is still not in the demo phase. It's not really out yet and not really playable per se. It's still in a alpha stage, so there's a lot of bugs, a lot of things that are missing in movement and animation. So it's very important for you guys to keep that in mind because the game is still a work in progress and it's still in the alpha stage. And if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday they are going to do a update where they're going to implement a movement system, which I will record again so that we can take a look side by side on things. Now, another thing before we start the actual gameplay is that today on this video I'm going to conduct a interview with Blib, who is the founder and the mind behind this game. And if you guys have any questions for him, please leave down in the comment section below. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at this beautiful tiger. I don't know if this is the Bengal or if this is the Siberian one, but we finally have a quality per se model with grooming. Now the problem with grooming is that it can be very taxing on your PC, especially if there's a lot of animals who have fur. I do want to see how Blip and his team are going to tackle this problem because performance right now is a actual problem. But as always, the game is still being developed, so there are still a lot of updates for performance, for improvements, because after all, this is still a alpha version. This is more of a gameplay to showcase you guys the movement, the animals itself, what you can do, what you cannot do. And you know, if there are any skeptics like myself in the beginning, now you can clear out your doubts and, you know, see that the game is actually not a scam and it is actually something that they are working on. For now, the system is very simple. We have the water, food, stamina, and HP. We have another bar, which I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's oxygen, but it might not be oxygen. For now, the system is completely simple. You can kill, you can hunt, you can drink, and we have these glowing eyes that you guys can see here, which is pretty scary, but it's also a pretty cool addition. Now I do want to know you guys' opinion on the tiger model itself. What you guys think with the groom, because you can actually see some fur. But the only problem that I have to say and state is that the animals themselves need a little bit of animation. And when I say animation, is more like a idle animation, because if we stop moving, you kind of see that the animal itself looks frozen for some reason. So at least a idle animation would be nice. Maybe some head movement would be nice, but let's wait until Wednesday to see how the movement update will be. I don't want to be too harsh on the game because it's still in the alpha and this is the first time that you are going to ever see the sneak peek or gameplay of the game. I'm very interested to see how the map will be, because there might be some hidden stuff, there might not be some hidden stuff. I know for a fact that there is another player in the map, which I really wanted to try and see if we can find him and maybe scare him a little bit, but it will be a little bit difficult on this dense forest. We do actually have two types of attack on the tiger. We have the left click, which is a pause swipe like this, and then we have the right click, which is more of a aggressive swiping. You can see that there's still some audio glitch or bug in the animation, but this will be fixed eventually. I do have to say that the overall model of the tiger looks beautiful, but my problem is more on how the foliage and the trees look, because I don't know, it's pretty strange Might not look strange for you guys, but for me, at least the resolution seems pretty strange. And I've tweaked a lot of the settings for the hunted because they give you a list of instructions on how to set up the foliage quality, the texture quality, and I was basically taking my time to try to make as nice as possible. But even though I've made it look pretty good with at least a good amount of frames, it still has a pixelated vibe or a look on the trees, which I'm not really a big fan of, but hopefully they will fix that also. We're gonna try and see if we can eat from this dead elephant right here that they kindly left so that we don't starve to death. Would be nice to show some PvP action, but my fear of that is that grooming will affect performance a lot, and the more people that are together, the less frames you will have. So until we have some performance updates, I can't really show you guys some beautiful combat footage. But if we eventually come across that one person that it's around here somewhere, we might try and do some PvP. So it looks like we have a little problem because you can kind of attack while you're sitting down, but I think it's only the pause swipe. For the calls, unfortunately we only have one call and the face doesn't really move. Like I said, there are still some animations that need to be implemented, but this is how the tiger sounds. This is the one call, which should be the broadcast, but it sounds more of a aggressive call. Overall, I do have to say that the model, the grooming, the fur system, it looks very nice, but problem like all games is performance and how they will tackle it, because if it becomes a problem in the future for multiplayer, then they will have to remove the fur system, and from there I don't know what they will be able to do, because I think that the model will lose its quality. For our next animal, we have our beautiful saltwater crocodile. Now, you guys know that I'm a big fan of crocodiles, and of course I'm gonna showcase it to you guys because look at this beautiful monster, one of the biggest crocodiles alive. I do have to say that it kind of reminds me of the Deinosuchus for some reason, but overall the movement in the water feels nice. You can go up and down, as you can see. So swimming, for some reason, it is really smooth, although there is a problem with the looping animation that you guys can see, or maybe the IQ rig. But if I compare this to the crocodile movement on Animalia, this, for a early stage movement, it is really good. But I do hope that they can improve a little bit this problem with the animation looping or the IQ rig. I don't really know. I do, however, want to see the sounds and attack. So there's no animations like the tiger, and there's only one sound, which is the one call. We have the left click, which is the attack. I would say the animation for the bite should be more intense, because it kind of just seems, I don't know, it lacks something. Emotion in the bite, power in the bite, and there is no right click. And let's see if this has the ultimate sleeping animation. So if we press H, we rest, and there it is, the open mouth. So if they didn't implement the open mouth, I would really say that I would be very sad. But we have our open mouth crocodile, which is really good. And having a saltwater crocodile in the game, it will be very interesting, because like I said, saltwater crocodiles are actually bigger than the Nile crocodiles. So I am pretty eager to see the ambush system, especially with limb targeting. we do have to wait and see because I don't want to hype you guys for something that, we don't know for sure if it's gonna happen in the future or not. But overall, this is the beautiful saltwater crocodile. Last but not least, we have one of my favorite animals in the wild, which is the jaguar. Now, a lot of people might think that it's the leopard. It is, but the jaguar itself, it's my top 5 up there for carnivores. And I do have to say that it looks beautiful. Now, they've implemented this animal a few days ago or a few hours ago, if I am not mistaken. So this is basically a very new and fresh sneak peek for you guys. There are a lot of other animals like the bear, the deer, elephant, which I'm not really gonna cover because I do want to leave that maybe for the Wednesday update, or maybe let my fellow YouTube content creators to showcase it to you guys so that you guys can see how the elephant is, the deer, and the bear itself. But I cannot end the video without showing you guys the jaguar model. As for this one, you can see that he at least has a idle animation, which looks funky. Still needs improvement like the other ones, but at least this one has a kind of a head shaking movement. But the pattern and the fur, I do have to say, it just looks too good. But will it run when it comes to multiplayer? I am not really sure. As for the attacks, we have a bite, and that's basically it. It only has one attack like the crocodile. This will be very interesting to see this animal in the wild, and once they add a climbing ability and maybe a bounce ability or whatever, I do have to say that, my friends, I will probably become a jaguar main. Oh, look at that. It looks gorgeous. Here we have a better view on the model itself. I don't know why, but the jaguar looks sad to me. I don't know if it's just me or not, or if it's the head placement that is lowered. But he looks a little bit sad. Don't know why. There's a problem with this tail, the grooming tail. You can see that it's kind of duplicating, but like I said, this animal was added one day ago or a few hours ago, so they have still a update to do. So Wednesday is going to be a update where we're gonna tear down and showcase every single animal. But for now, I wanted to show you guys the gameplay itself, the tiger, the crocodile, and of course the beautiful jaguar that they have implemented. As of right now, the only thing that you can actually do is attack, eat, and drink. There's nothing really more that you can do, but hopefully on Wednesday we will have more people so we can have a little bit more of PvP and showcase on how things are. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to follow the hunted, every information will be down in the description. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys want to ask a blip, a question for the hunted. For those of you who don't know, please make sure to check out my videos because I have a lot of information for you guys if you are excited for this game. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next few videos. Here. Take care and peace.